Finally, Halsey's new album's out. I can't wait to listen to this music. I've been waiting forever. I'm so excited to listen to music.
Two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, birth to new mutiny. For civil blood, civil
Fuck, I forgot!
From a pair of star-crossed lovers take their
The cringe is fucking unbearable when they do this shit!
whose misadventured, piteous overthrows do with their death bury their the fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which brought their children's end not quickly.
Why the fuck would you do this as an artist? I gotta stop filming these at 5 a.m. I've been up for 5 days analyzing this album, and I feel like I've made no progress. Have you ever wanted an audiobook of Romeo and Juliet as told by a bisexual millennial who grew up watching Harry Potter? What, you have? I have really good news. You're gonna want to sit down for this. I know I was What up, y'all? I know I was gone for a minute, you missed me, you've been looking forward to seeing me, but for this episode, I figured I would do the review from the perspective of a fictional character I just made up that you don't give a shit about because it's not real. So, you know, peace out, I'm out this bitch. Hope you enjoy that. What's up, guys? I'm the new character. As you can see, I am different. I am not Bed. My name is fucking Deb. And, you know, very significant changes, useful to the story that's going to be told here. Very pivotal. It would not be the same if it was just Bed in my place. Hope you kept up, and yeah, I hope this is going to be a good album. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Room 93, Halsey's debut EP, is about a relationship where they met in a hotel room often, so the Hotel Room 93 became emblematic of her relationship with that man. The Badlands, Halsey's debut album, is a city surrounded by desert that you die if you try and leave. The Badlands is actually a representation of Halsey's mind space. Room 93 is within a hotel in the Badlands. Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, her sophomore album that we're looking at today, is a purgatory afterlife of the Badlands. So you leave the Badlands and die, you're not bad enough to go to hell, but you're not making it to heaven either. You end up in the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Halsey is in the Badlands. Luna is a character played by Halsey who's in the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. There are two houses in the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, Arum and Angelus. Luna is from Arum and her forbidden lover Solace is from Angelus. From this point on, it's basically Romeo and Juliet. If you don't know Romeo and Juliet, you shouldn't have skipped class, you stupid fucking idiot. They told you. I'll never need to know this. Now look at you, you dunce, you dunce, you dunce, you dunce, you dunce, ha! You dunce, ha! No, but it's a classic love story by Shakespeare about two cities that hate each other, and a man and a woman from the cities fall in love despite the differences and their family hates them and stuff. They both commit suicide in the end because, you know, life's not worth living if we can't be with each other. I summarize it because it's actually not worth a read. It's in fucking ye old, where art thou, thine, thee, ye old times bullshit. Who's got time for that shit? Remember, kids, don't fucking learn. Now, I don't care about any of that, but there's automatic respect for me if you go for something like this because it shows bravery, ambition, eagerness for growth, self-awareness and confidence in challenging yourself, and clearly passion for what you do. It's undeniable passion. If you're in it for the money or the fame, you will not do something like this because it's very unsafe and it can really fuck up an album bad unless it's executed perfectly. Ask Childish Gambino. Oh! Oh, and one bad album can kill your momentum as an artist and halt your career completely. Ask Watsky. Oh! Who? The names sound familiar, but you're not quite sure who it is? My point exactly. At the same time, it's a high reward because a narrative album can propel your work to great lengths otherwise unreachable. Ask Melanie Martinez. That's a compliment. If you're new here, I'm the one guy who appreciates Melanie Martinez. Now, we all know what a character in music is. It's a loophole of honesty. I hate music. You should leave for this part. You should. Fuck it. We'll talk about that later. Never mind. It's not even important. There are many charming aspects of Halsey, but what I love most about her is her writing talent. She's an exceptional lyricist. Every verse and line is built and structured. Not a line is wasted. Every opener is an opener, every closer is a closer. She keeps the hooks vague, poppy, repetitive, relatable, and then in the verses is where she really shines, and I think it's a crime to not look at these in depth. Now, with that said, that's not to say that there aren't a couple of things I would have done a little bit differently. Let's take a look at these lyrics. Yeah, there's like cheese bread imagery in this. That's not a music term. There is imagery of cheese bread scattered throughout this album, or like grated on top of the album until you say stop. This is a lyrical cheese technique that I like to call tell me when. Tell me when to stop. Now. The answer is now. I don't get it. Were you hungry? Why is it so consistently cheese bread?
I said I'm not something to butter up and taste when you get bored. Got it all white like Parmesan. I'm watching you choke down the words that you say. I watch you devour, mistake me for bread. Well, boy, is you fed.
Got it all white like Parmesan. She's talking about cocaine with this. When have you heard Parmesan for cocaine? Whatever, we're past this, we're moving on. I gave you the messiest head. You give me the messiest head. Oh! Oh my god! This is the only singer I know whose albums have an overarching theme of cunnilingus. Bro, talking about the crack between her thighs that contains heaven and shit. Just lines about his head between the thighs all the time and shit. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! One of these lines means like, oh, I have a messy head, I'm all confused, I don't know what's going on. But the other line has to mean this. It means eating out. Maybe she really was just like really hungry when she made this. You and all your friends all hate me, thinking that you're better when I'm not around. Hear me on the radio and turn it down. So, is Luna on the radio in whatever universe this is? Or is this just about you? Like, I'm not mad that she ditches the narrative sometimes, because I don't give a fuck about it.
Narrative.
But why even have the
Narrative
if you're gonna shatter the fourth wall like this and render it inimmersible? The truth hurts, but secrets kill. That's a good lyric. Hope that she believing in the truth you found, thinking that you want us because I can't find out. That's a good lyric. Women don't play no games. I hate to seem like I'm always relentlessly knocking feminism on this channel, but this is just simply untrue. I mean, I know for a fact that women play games. Fellas, back me up here. I have 2 girls on my phone right now that wait an hour before they respond every time on purpose. I mean, this is just a straight up lie. Women play... Here's a clip of 2 women playing a game. The crypticity in Halsey's lyrical style not only allows her to communicate effectively and artistically within a limited space, like 4 lines, but each line can have multiple meanings. So then there's more room for repetitive choruses that can hit the radio and succeed. For example, I let everyone down when I changed my size. This is a great lyric because I think it has hella meanings. She meant this as her relationship. I took it as her hair length. Look at these 10-year-old boys. Whose fucking idea was this? I'm serious about this Halsey haircut business. It's a fuck up and it's bad for your image. You need to just let it grow as long as possible and never cut it. People expect something when they tune it in and you fucking change this. What if I just Dang it. Now what? You see me different? It's because I look different. I remain fucking mad about this. A narrative album is tricky. There's different strategies to it. There's different balances that we can see of the narrative versus the actual music and how well they're weaved into each other. The best strategy is to keep in perspective that there's songs on an album and that's what people want. So no one's asking for the narrative. So your story that you're telling, that's for you. That you're being extra, you're flexing, which is not bad at all. I love it, but keep it in mind. Don't sacrifice any of the music aspects for your story that no one cares about unless they already love your music. It should remain an extended double entendre, essentially. Melanie Martinez had 3 worthless songs on her album, Pity Party, Tag Your It, and Milk and Cookies, where it was like, oh, some girl, no one came to her birthday party. It was like, okay, what does this actually mean? And there was nothing. I cannot praise Halsey enough for this, because she did such a great job with this. She never ever got carried away. It was always the music. Man, Halsey is a new religion. That's too much, okay. I'm about to cry again. This is like my weird thing in my life. Okay. Okay, I don't read anime or anything like that. This is like what makes me nerdy. You don't have to give a fuck about the story to really enjoy this album. That's how it should work. And I love this album. And I don't give a shit about it. I can't even figure. People get onto Halsey, Lorde, Melanie Martinez, Alessia Cara, Lana Del Rey for that breathy indie bullshit. I never thought. Stop doing this. Why are you're forcing this? Your voice isn't like that. It's not charming. It sounds gross. It sounds gross. Please end this. Please put an end to this. Why is this what you chose as your delivery as an artist forever? I understand and respect that animosity. You're a singer who can't sing. People will hate that. I don't personally care, as long as it sounds good and as long as you realize that about yourself. It becomes a problem to me when you can't sing and then you start talking a lot of shit, but that's another story and that's another video. What separates Halsey to me from Lorde, Melanie Martinez, Alessia Cara and all them is that it's cute. It sounds pleasing. Lorde's is a little much for me. There's Halsey inflections, there's Halsey mannerisms. It's not just the breathy indie shit. But look, it's actually good. You're doing me a favor if you can't sing that well, cause now, you're making it where I can sing along and sound just as good as you. And you can't blame me for trying! Lord knows I'd be lying if I'm bad at love! Don't need permission, made my decision, I test the limit! Halsey's very generous in this sense. There are artists like Ariana Grande and Adele who don't give a fuck if you can sing along or not. They don't give a shit about your car experience. They want to just show off the whole time. Something about you thinks that I shouldn't. I'm usually hit.
That was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
Fucking selfish. So thanks Halsey for being not that good. To be honest, I love and appreciate both. On a dead serious note, 0% joking, if Halsey's singing voice was a woman, I would take her to an Italian restaurant, all the cheese bread that it would want, get it, have a nice dinner, dress up nice for it. I might put a ring on it. I wouldn't put a ring on it because there's elements to singing that this doesn't possess, and I don't think it ever will. But for a summer fling, can I do the features? You messed it up last time. Had an existential crisis and burned a huge bridge within the same 5 minutes. Yeah, I did both of those things. The features on this album include Halsey's little brother, Lauren Borghi, the Fifth Harmony, We Can Work From Home, the girl group. She's the white one from when she's like Cuban, but her skin is white. There's a bisexual character in the album, and she's bisexual, so it was like, hey, it's kind of neat. She was a good pick, since the only thing to her character is that she's bisexual, and the only thing to her character in real life is that she's bisexual. She actually did a great job playing that character, being scared to try out new bisexual things with Halsey. I'd be fucking scared, let's be honest. I'd be scared doing straight things with Halsey. No, I wouldn't be scared. I would just massacre. I wouldn't be scared, actually. That would be the highlight of my life. At a certain point, things are too important to be scared. That'd be one of those things. Man, that'd be fucking awesome. She has such nice tits. Her ass is really nice too. What I would not give for a one night, just like a night. Give me 3 hours. Give me 1 hour. I wonder if it'd be weird if we played her album during. What was I talking about? The features. Oh, and fucking Quavo. Why? She tall like the Eiffel. What the fuck does that mean? She better be fucking huge. Just because it rhymes with title, barely, does not give you the right to just fucking say nonsense. You cannot just say whatever the fuck else rhymes. Change the rhyme if there's nothing left to say but that fucking rhyme. Let's get knockoff Future on my Shakespeare album. Everyone around her is just That's a good idea. And tell me, what the f character is this in the story? What the fuck is he? Is this the janitor at Luna's high school that would always try and clean the locker rooms when the students were in there? What a pile of garbage of an artist. What a shit of a human. If you typed in lunatic in Google, it would just be a picture of this fucking guy. Hang on. If you Googled lunatic, it would just be him. Look at this. Whoa, what the fuck is happening? Am I dying? Guys, I've been analyzing Hopeless Fountain Kingdom for like what seems like forever, and I don't know what the heck is going on. I give up. I don't understand it. Hey, where'd he go? He's dead. What? Oh, and the sun is coming up? I guess I'll pick up where he left off. What's up, guys? It's Bed again. How have things been? No. Are you... Fuck, I forgot to say welcome to BedReviews. Yes! Buckle up. The track list is in order. It starts with the prologue explaining the two houses. 100 Letters picks up where Badlands left off. Remember in Badlands there was a weird line about her boyfriend being made of gold? I remember being like, okay, that's a weird way to say that he's a catch, but whatever. Here she starts the album saying, well, King Midas put his hands on me again. He said one day I'd realize why I don't have any friends. I find myself alone, but he can make me golden if I just show some respect. That's right, she still has long hair in my eyes. In my head, she still has long hair, so I'm drawing her with the long hair. It's called Hopeless Fountain Kingdom because he was supposed to be the gold one, and then he was fucking abusive to her. But wait, this is Luna singing, so either Luna and Halsey had a relationship with the same man, or they're the same person. But Halsey's in the Badlands and Luna is in the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Abusive relationship. What does that do to your mental state, aka the Badlands? Gone. That mental state is fucking gone. Now Halsey is Luna in the Fountain Kingdom. Luna is Latin for moon, Solace is Latin for sun. That's not deep, I'm just a fucking idiot and it took me a while. Remember that bridge in the first album? Every single night, pray the sun will rise. The sun is a new guy. In Angel on Fire, she flew too close to the sun. And Now or Never, she's singing to a guy saying, I want you to hold me down. In Hold Me Down from Badlands, the devil is who's trying to hold her down.
But you can't blame me for trying. You know I'd be lying saying.
In Devil in Me, she burnt the candle, flew too high. Like that Greek myth of that fucking guy who flew too close to the sun and his wings melted and he fell down. In Walls Could Talk, we both been here since we were 17. Back when she was 17, she was with the gold guy. In Now or Never, trying to talk to a wall, but you could never tear it down for me. Now or Never applies to both the abusive gold man and the sun devil man. In the very last track, she ends up back in a hotel room. Yeah, I've known that girl for like my whole life, back in my hotel and I'm alone inside. Room 93, her first EP. In the lead single from Room 93, she says, if the morning light don't steal our soul, we'll walk away from empty gold. And that's what she did, 2 albums later. There's also some bullshit about her being bisexual. I couldn't give less of a fuck about that.
In a hotel room where demons play, they run around beneath our feet. We roll.
Everything normal in pop music that everyone struggles with. Oh, how can I make this relatable? Oh, how can I communicate what I'm thinking in an artistic way in only 4 lines? Oh, how can I make this catchy? That shit is like too easy for her. The writing skill and unrelenting mental patience and capacity to craft a story this meticulously, let alone connect life experiences to it in real time, is genius. And all the songs sound great. The melodies, they're on the radio. So she knew what she had to say, and then she made it sound good. She didn't find something that sounds good and said, okay, let me make this make sense. The total, complete, ultimate, supreme, sovereign control and precision and authority that Halsey holds on her pen. And this whole time in her first album, she didn't explain jack dick about this. She got famous just because they sounded so good. And that's not where most of her effort went. So she got famous off of like a portion of her effort. And then just was patiently waiting for this album to come out and explain the story. And she's got amazing tits, dude. Is this what it's like to be shook? Am I fucking shook? I feel shaken. I feel shaken by the lyrical ability here and the fact that it's like so real. It's so real. Of course, there is the possibility that this is all coincidence and she actually was just saying aesthetic shit and she got lucky that some of it coincided because she only uses suns, moons, gold, and the devil, which to be fair, pretty first grade imagery here. That idea, however, is defeated by the more unusual placeholders. For example, the hotel room. That doesn't just come up when you're writing once in each album coincidentally. It was very deliberately put in there. And observing her calligraphy and other aspects of writing, it's not unreasonable to me that she would pull off some extravagant-ass 3-album saga like this. Also, somebody left a comment long ago and said, hey, you think Halsey's a good lyricist, so what you have to say is not fucking valid. So this one goes out to you. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the feedback, man. I hope you're f***ing happy with yourself. Halsey is a good damn lyricist. If you leave a dissenting opinion in the fucking comments, then you might end up in a video. Now, with all this taken into account, let's look at schlong tracks off the album. What the fuck is wrong with you? What? There hadn't been a dick joke in this one yet. Yes, there has. Well, fuck yourself. It's my channel. We're doing what the fuck I want. Let's take a look at dong tracks off of this album. There's the track list. Let me take a look at this track list. This one, 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 and that one. 100 Letters is my personal favorite Halsey song ever. I love it because of how actual the song is in every aspect, how human and real it is. Every other Halsey song is sort of pushed through a filter of like, make it dramatic, make it relatable, but because of how respectable and admirable her way was in writing about an abusive relationship, this is easily my favorite Halsey song ever. Eyes Closed. It's a beautiful thing when an artist can present a totally new idea and take something that's so unique, specific, and narrow and make it relatable and understandable to all audiences, and that's what happened here, and I really appreciate it. Heaven and Hiding. Yeah, it's about a relationship, but I think it's also about her fans in denial, and I felt like it was a freaking stab in the heart to me personally. Go listen to it again. Alone. This is fucking... this song is amazing. This is like a sneak peek of what Halsey would look like if she was confident, but it stays genuine to her actual insecure ass, and that's cool. Mainly just the swag in this, just the swagger in this when the chorus drops. Walls Could Talk, it's just built well, good song concept, all the stuff that I normally like about a Halsey song, it's just a strong Halsey song. Bad at Love is a seemingly accidental fucking anthem for the loveless generation that we all exist in, and I'm gonna give her credit for that. I don't know why Strangers is on here. That's really not that great of a song. It's kind of low-lying, if you ask me, honestly. I don't know why this is on here. Maybe I wrote this when I was like, Angel on Fire and Devil in Me are just 2 more strong, solid Halsey songs. The theme throughout this of like ye old thee is like so lame to me. It's so fucking cringe, and it's
2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
I'm smiling still because I would be sad if it wasn't. If there was nothing cringe in a Halsey album, I would be like, it's part of Halsey's charm, you know? There's like an innocence to it. It's like tasteful cringe. You were red, and I Was Blue. And you know what else? There's no new Americana on this. There's not a song on here that's just bullshit. Something I love about this album is its duality. Most songs on here have another song on here that's the other person's perspective in the same situation. For example, Heaven in Hiding is Halsey, and she's about to do some gay shit to a girl, and she's like, oh, you're in for a fucking. And then in Strangers, it's the other girl's perspective, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, I'm so bi-curious, I'm so submissive right now. I'm about to fuck Halsey, I'm shaking. And then in Heaven in Hiding, it's like, you're shaking. Welcome to Shitty Mustache Reviews. I think I've done a good job of separating Halsey's music from her actions. Not in general, but just in this one video. Partly because I do actually have a soul and I feel bad sometimes. And partly to show you that I have the power to do that. But here's where I'll let that slip through. Every album tells a story, whether the artist wants it to or not. Hopeless Fountain Kingdom tells three. It tells a hyperbolic Romeo and Juliet inspired tale of love battling the struggles that come with it. Great. It tells the tale of a 19-year-old girl embarking on the journey of discovering herself, perseveringly yearning for her other half despite tribulations. Cool. And to me, on the deepest layer, it tells a story of an artist plagued with commercialism, disheartened in her fight for that beam of art cracking through the business. She is an abomination of a public figure, but damn it, she's a good artist. Whose fault is it? Who mixed the two? The fact is they're mixed. Unlike Halsey. Halsey is a mix between white and Caucasian. That bitch came out white. That happens. I don't know if you guys took a science class. It's not 50-50 every time. You're rolling dice and that child could be anywhere on the spectrum. The verdict? I'm very pleased. I'm confused, but I'm pleased. Just like her first project, everything about this album is decided. It's a variety of original, specific song concepts, poetic, dramatic, glorious. It's a good project from a good artist. And fuck. The lesson we're going to take away from this is this. No artist is perfect. Except Eminem and Michael Jackson. Those are the only two. But the difference is between holes and gaps in an artist's ability and room for them to grow. If Halsey was watching right now, and let's be real, she probably is. She's probably watching. Own it. Join me in transforming the meaning and connotation of pop music. That's why I'm here. I know it's shitty. Part of me doesn't blame you for wanting to distance yourself from that label. I mean, even just as someone who writes her own songs, you probably look around and you're like, hey, there's some trash surrounding me. There's some garbage here. But it doesn't have to be. And pop music is what's consumed the most by the most people around the earth. So for this to be bad music, and that's what's most consumed, that's not right. So take my hand, because even though I squeeze it really hard, I'm already holding on to yours. Think I can't chug this? Fuck.